Hello LAP, this is Brandon Reisinger coming to you with your chairman's report. Start off with our order bank. The Escape is 29,481. The Corsair is 6,152 for a total of 35,633. As of right now, we look good to stay on our current 8-hour schedule for both shifts. We don't have any obvious vendor issues coming up. As far as from what I'm being told, the battery plant that is on strike, when they went out on strike, there was a 30-day supply. I think they're around 2 weeks into that right now. As of 2 days ago, there was not an agreement. If something happened yesterday, I don't know, but they were still on strike 2 days ago. So that is something that could hit us down the pipeline, but as of right now, everything looks to be on track. We don't have any major vendor issues. You know, we've got some hiccups here and there. I think we ran out of some door glass the other day. We've just little things where they're running late or behind, but we aren't having anything that's causing any major issues or changing our schedules, really. Do want to remind everybody that the polls are open right now for elections of your e-board, chairman and bargainers. Those elections are being held at the hall. You can go down to the hall. The polls are open 24/7. Swing in there. It takes about 5 minutes to vote. Doesn't take very long at all. Those polls will be closing Saturday at 7:30 a.m. Make sure you get up there. Doesn't take long at all. It gives you a chance to get your voice heard, choose some people that you feel would be good to support you, and protect the membership. So I've been getting hit quite a bit, and I saw a couple of posts on Facebook, people asking why we have 2 elections, why couldn't they vote for their committee this week? And I wanted to kind of clarify that a little bit. That structure is actually set up in our bylaws, and I can't tell you exactly when it was set up like that, but it's been set up like that for several decades. There's a couple of reasons for that. Number one is that the e-board positions, a lot of those e-board positions, you have to win by 50% plus 1. So it happens pretty often that we have a runoff for an e-board position. If they have a runoff for those, they're going to have a separate election for those anyway. So that we've already got 2 elections in place. There wouldn't be ability to have just one, more than likely. The other reason that they have for that is because people are actually able to run for more than one position, other than president, vice president, and chairman. If you run for those, you aren't allowed to run for anything else. But if you're running for one of the other seats, you have the ability to run for committee as well. So that's another reason that those are split up, in case you're running in both elections. So just kind of wanted to lay that out and tell you that is how it's been in the past as well. I know it can be easy to forget because we only do this once every 3 years, but that's not a change from the norm. That is how it's set up for all of our triannual elections. Now, every now and then we have a special election like we did last year for chairman, and that can be a little bit different, but the triannual elections are set up this same way every time. Just wanted to kind of give a little bit of the background as to why. The polls for the committee and any runoff positions that they have will actually be open next week. They'll open Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. and be open till Saturday at 7:30 a.m. So make sure you get back up there next week and vote for any committee or runoff spots that you feel like you need to support somebody. You've got somebody that's done some good things for you. You know, they've put the work in for you. Go out there and put it in for them. You know, if you've got somebody that you're not happy with and there's somebody out there running that's new that you think would do a better job, get out there and support them as well. These folks will need your support in order to get into these offices. Whoever does win is going to be who you're going to have, well, not necessarily have in your area, but they'll be in office for the next 3 years. So, you know, think about it, ask around, talk to some of your friends, see who they've had good experiences with, and go vote accordingly. Also wanted to hit on, I think I said something about it last week, but open enrollment for MetLife is still running. That's our optional life insurance. That closes on May 26th. So now is going to be the time to go in there if you want to, if you've already got coverage and you want to increase that, or if you're enrolling for the first time during open enrollment, you can do that without having to take any physical or wellness checks. And I'll tell you right now, price-wise, it's really hard to beat as far as life insurance. It's a really reasonable rate. I suggest that everybody get out there and get that if you don't have it. If you do have it, you can usually raise it up to the next tier for $1, $1.50 a month. It's not much at all. That's about all I've got for you guys this week. Fairly short video. I do want to remind everybody one last time, get out and vote. Your vote is your voice. The union is not the 32 people that are up here in this office. The 32 people in this office are who you've chosen to represent you, but the union is 3,200 people in this building. So get out and vote. Make sure you're getting the right people in office to be your voice. And that's all I've got. We'll see you next week. Thanks.